Okay. So here I am, and I got decisions to make. And I had a friend ask me the other day, he said, man, he happens to know that my kids, my two oldest children are grown. And my youngest son, he's almost about to graduate high school. We'll get him into college. God continues to bless. And he's like, man, I know you've been through some things. I know you say you love your wife, and in that moment, he's like, but when your kids are gone, when you empty nest, have you ever thought about if you would leave? And I told him, absolutely not. I would not leave. And here's why. Here's why. I had to think about, in that rough time that I just mentioned, what does tomorrow look like? And I know there are some people who you're in your marriage right now and you're staying for the kids. And I'm going to tell you, I used to think that was a bad thing. I don't, after going through what I went through, it's not a bad thing to stay for your kids. And I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to explain to you why. Just stay with me. Um, I told him that absolutely I'm staying with my wife. And I began to break it down. He said, well, I know when you were in the heat of it, you was like, man, if it wasn't for my kids. And I was like, yeah, in that it was true in that moment, but maybe not the way you took it. Is I feel like God allowed me to focus on my kids so that I could be patient and let him focus on my marriage. I want you to hear that again. I feel like God allowed me to focus on my kids and their well-being and what tomorrow looks like for them and what tomorrow would be like for them when they are used to coming home every day of their life and seeing their mother and their father together. They're used to coming home every day of their life and being able to ask for help or curl up in our bed with us both there present. What does tomorrow look like for them if I make a decision to divorce? I can't control what her decision is going to be, but what is my decision? What does tomorrow look like for my children?